Alright, yo all, we're back this Sunday morning. I just happened to be up and saw BTC make this really nice move. So, um, yeah, just want to hop in and give you guys a little update as to what it is I'm seeing on the charts and what we can expect. So, let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. So, basically, um, from the stream this morning, we came into this area of supply um, right here, and I told you all that I'm looking for a move lower. If it is, we have confirmation. So we did get confirmation, and we came down, and basically I was looking for a move down into this area of demand, and so we took the short and we took profit when we came down into this area of demand with the anticipation that it could have moved lower, which it didn't. Basically, we rejected from the pointer control of this range, this entire range. This is the POC. So we came up into the POC this morning, and then we made a move back down to basically retest the value area low of this range. So based on that, when it is I saw that price came up, and there's a very strong 4-hour candle. So we had a bullish engulfing candle on this 4-hour candle, and we closed higher than the pointer control, which is telling me that this retracement here just it's retesting the POC, and we could expect a move up to at least 120,000. So yeah, so if you took that short, it would have resulted you, if you took profit and closed it out at the end of the move, it would have been a 1.14 risk to reward. You would have been risking, let's say you had entered and you put your stop right above the swing high. Let's come down to a lower time frame. Yeah, right above the swing. You're risking 0.32% to make 1.12%. It's not a bad move. I did let you guys know that it was to be a scalp trade rather than a longer term trade, and I did advise you all to TP1 down in this area, and so if you followed that, then you would have been taking profit in this area, and it would have been a risk-free trade, or you would have closed it depending on what it is you saw. So yeah, that was the short trade from this morning. I really didn't have much confidence in long in this area because of the liquidity that we have below us, and given it's a weekend, usually you would see that the market makers would try and sweep that liquidity to fill their orders for their long position. So I did not add to my long trade, and yeah, it's still open from the percentage. It's up about 100% in profit, and yeah, I'll be looking higher for another take profit. My next target for BTC would be for us to take out the value area high, sorry. So I'm looking for a move to come up to this area and potentially take out all these short positions. So everybody who shorted would have had stops here, 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 and here. So we could expect that price comes up, and yeah, it should be a quick move up once we start breaking 118,900. So once we come up to the value high, we could expect a quick move up into this area, and I believe we have a 4-hour zone here. So this would be where I am looking for price to come up to. So I will be taking profit in this area. When we get up to here, I will be taking profit on the long, and I will be looking for shorts when we come up to here, given that we have confirmation. I would be looking for shorts. If we do continue to push higher, well, then I would wait for a pullback, then to add to my long position. Yeah, so for the short, looking for a move up within this area, and depends on how we make structure here. Could be a move down to maybe back to the point of control, or we could just retest the high, depending on how structure looks when we get there. We could get there in a few hours, maybe less than that, so it's possible. In terms of longs, the only long that I am currently seeing is this. So if you're looking for a trade, now we're rejecting from something, and let's see what the something is. So there's basically an area of supply here, and that is what we came up to, and we're getting a rejection from it. Yeah, so could expect a move down into this zone here. We have an area of supply here at around 117,000, so you could possibly get a long trade from here, and you could take it back up to maybe there. So that's a possible long trade if there is confirmation. However, on the 4-hour time frame, what I'm seeing here is that the money flow is coming out on the market cipher indicator. Well, it's a free market cipher indicator. So if we look here, we could see that the money flow is coming down, and as we made this higher high, we also, now this is not confirmed as yet, but there is potential for a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. It's not confirmed. This momentum wave is still pushing up, but there is a possibility that it could confirm. And given how the money flow is looking, we could probably get a move back down. Alright guys, just give me 1 minute. I'll be back.
Esa gente de ahí abajo no cambiará de idea por mucho que tú digas o hagas.
Right, I'm back. So, alright, so back to what I was getting to. So yeah, there is a bit of there's another supply zone here, basically an order block with some imbalance that we currently getting this move back down to. Um, but basically we broke through this area that was, if you're watching it as support resistance, this would have been your basically been your area of resistance, and we broke through, and now we're retesting that area as support. So that is technically what's happening here, and that's the reason for the move back down. Also, we're retesting view up. So I don't really expect that if it does come down lower, it would only most likely come down to this order block and probably make a market structure something like this, which is still bullish market structure. There's nothing bearish about that. The only thing you need to keep in mind is that we are generating liquidity by staircasing up in this manner. So if price were to flush, it would be a quick move down. So just keep that in mind if you're taking along from any of these positions that you can get stopped out. So make sure and take profits when it is you are in profit. So yeah. So if we gotta move down to this zone, you could possibly take along from here. It's basically, and technically, it's between the POC and the value area low. I usually like to take trades out of this range. So when we deviate the range, I would like to take a trade here or here. Because of my style of trading, that is what I like to do. It's less stress. I don't need to worry about all these ups and downs, ups and downs. Yeah, so that's just me. Scalpers would trade much differently. Day traders would trade much differently. So you trade your style once it suits you, and yeah. So yeah, we're looking for higher. Basically 121. Hopefully we get there by tomorrow. Maybe we see a new all-time high by tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday. But later on today we could see this move up to grab all this liquidity, and we could probably close the week much higher. So if we come over to the weekly, let's see what we have going on here. If we close this candle above 119.9, basically 120k, that's a nice bullish engulfing candle. So that's gonna look really well on the weekly. And if we come back, last time we did something like that was when we was down at 100,000 and we closed a bullish engulfing. We came up, and yeah, same thing previous times that we came down. So we could expect that we could get a move up to 130k if we do close at 120 or higher. So that's basically it for the long. And the short, the new short that I'll be looking for is from this zone. So depending on how it is, price reacts when we come up here. If I get confirmation, I'll be looking for the short. If we don't get confirmation, then yeah, I'll be holding my long trade and looking to add back some to the position. So that's basically it. I I believe there was something I wanted to talk to you guys about as well, but I can't remember what it is. So market structure does look nice. Yeah, so we could expect to come up to at least 121,000 if we break through 119. Yeah, and currently we are holding the POC. This is a very price likes to be around this area more than not. And by me saying that is if we come across here, we could see all this choppy price action. and this is just the 1 hour time frame. So imagine that you are trying to get an entry and you're trying to take a trade somewhere in the middle here. This is just going to chop you up and spit you out. So I usually don't advise taking a trade anyway in the middle here, as it could go against you really quickly. So your best option is just to sit on your hands and wait till something a little more cleaner comes to you. So, like if you was looking at the channel today, you could have long right here when we came down into this area of demand, and if the trade met your criteria, you could have taken along here and you would have been up nicely. Um, Definitely you would have taken some profit when you came up here, and you could hold your rest for higher. So um, that's basically it for now. Um, Keep in mind that the money flow is coming out on the higher term time frames. So 4 hour it's coming down, and the 2 hour, actually 2 hour looks really nice. Money flow is actually coming up. So we could definitely get a nice move up from here. I'm just going back in time when we came down to see what it is we had going on the 4 hour time frame. So the last time we came down and money flow was going up. So according to the indicator, be a bit careful because this area here is this area here, and you could see that on the move back up we had money flow going up, and if we come here we could see that it's still not going up back into the green. Like we had a little bit in the green here, but it's mostly down for this entire move up. So we just need to be a little more cautious here um, with the long trades, because we could definitely come back down. There's a lot of liquidity that we could come down really quickly and take. For instance, let's see where I can show you guys. Like here. Here we had liquidity, and yeah, with some sharp moves down, came up, and then look, even here you can see that with the liquidity being left behind, so these were a lot of traders opening long positions, so all their stops would have been here, and then we came down really quickly and took all of them out. So we need to keep that in mind as well, based on how structure is looking, and yeah, we need to keep that in mind as well. We don't want to have a fully bullish bias or a fully bearish bias. Um, like I say, trade the charts based on what you're seeing, and you'll be fine. So currently we're in an uptrend, so longs are preferred. We already changed market structure bullishly, so longs are preferred over shorts. And yeah, if you see that the trend flip bearish, then you could start targeting and holding shorts for a bit longer until you see that we flip back bullish. So yeah, I have my eyes in this area here to see what happens, um, and hopefully something happens in a couple hours, and yeah, maybe we go and we take the all-time high and we continue to push higher and we see new highs into next week, or we get a move back down for a retest of the lows, and we just range here for a couple more weeks. So anything is possible. So keep that in mind, and yeah, I'll give you guys an update in the next video. So trade safe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.